Okay, so this is the same day, Saturday, the 22nd of June. So this is my second video, which will focus on what I got this week. So it was a slow week. Again, don't buy way too many stuff if I'm not interested in buying certain titles. I did try to find something else to add to this week. Try some new titles, but didn't really find anything that kind of interested me. And uh, so I took advantage and got me some. Continued to get my Valiant haul, more Valiant comics. Didn't get as much as I did last time. Um, and as well as continuing with Jon Sable, which I actually just wiped the store with their Jon Sable stuff. Just got the last two issues the shop had, and I also wiped them out of Harbinger. I bought the last three issues of the old Harbinger series. Down to one issue of Archer and Armstrong, which I didn't get, which is issue 21. And from then on, I'll probably move on to a couple of other series because I'm really loving the Valiant books. And, probably once I get, as many titles as I can, I'll start filling in the holes of the issues that I'm missing. So, anyway, this is my favorite week uh, to go to the shop because two of my favorite series comes out. You know, two really good series that people should be reading. Because they're just fantastic. And the first one is Supergirl. It's issue 21. This series, a lot of people don't read it or dropped it because they thought it was too slow. But they have a new writer which started in issue 20, which is Michael Alla Nelson. I think you can see his name. And this issue is with fill-in arts by Diogenes Neves, who does the art instead of regular artist Mahmoud Arzar, who does the cover. This is a great series, people. I mean, a lot of people should read this. This has been a constantly good book. Quality hasn't really gone down. Some people might say because of the Hallover thing crossover they had a while back, maybe wasn't so favorable for that character. But with the new team, with a new writer, actually, it's a fun book. It does go to darker areas because Nelson, he's known for his previous work has been some horror stuff, so a lot of people think so he kind of adds a little bit of darkness to it, but it's not so dark that it's depressing. It has its lighter moments. And this issue actually features the first appearance of the new 52 version of Cyborg Superman. Um, he's the villain of the story. He's like the behind the scenes villain and doesn't show up until like the last page. So it's a very good series. I think people should really pick it up because I'm just loving it. Another book that people are loving and more people should read is Wonder Woman. And I've been reading Wonder Woman since the start. I've mentioned it before. This is epic storytelling. Azarella does. You know, he's telling a really long story, but you get the smaller stuff, smaller stories, and now they're reintroducing the new gods to the this universe. So this features probably the first look at New Genesis for the New 52. So I think a lot of people should also read this book. This is, you know, excellent, excellent. And the art, Cliff Chang's back, but the art has been consistently good. And even when Chang doesn't do the art, the artists that have come aboard to kind of help out, just it, it doesn't really affect it because styles are very very similar. So yeah, um, so it's a constantly great book. Next up, that's the last new book. The last new book I picked up was Legend of Superheroes. This is either the second to last. I think it ends in August, so it's like two more issues to go. I think two more issues to go before it ends. And like I mentioned before, I mean here everything goes to hell. Literally, the Legion is practically being destroyed. Not only a few legionnaires are left, and like I mentioned before in another video, it seems like it's a very planned out ending. It's not like, oh, it's not telling we're gonna end it, because Legion Lost actually kind of showed what happened in these books. And that book came out like months ago, so we know how it's gonna end. It's not gonna end good, but it's not like it wasn't planned. It's definitely a planned ending for the Legion. Okay, so my excuse me, I actually had a cold, a little cold last week, so that's another reason why I couldn't do the video. It took me so long to, make a video. So I'm just really getting better now. Okay, so my Valiant haul this month or this week was basically just the last three issues of Harbinger that were in the shop. So let's start with issue number 28. And we got let's get a little closer look at the cover. Better. I like. Then we have number 38. And this is practically the end of the original Harbinger, right? Because it only lasted 41 issues, because Acclaim had actually bought Valiant in 1994, and by early 1995, they were kind of revamping or the Valiant line. This is the second to last issue, number 40, and now that I have the regular series complete. I think they actually have the Harbinger Files number 2, which is like an annual. So I'll be getting that, and I'll be getting the last issue they have of Archer and Armstrong that I mentioned, issue 21, and then just move on to other titles I might be interested in reading. And finally, Jon Sable Freelance. The last two issues of the regular series that my shop had. And this is first off, issue 35. I really like the micro art. I haven't read this. I've read the Harbinger issues. Haven't read this. I've actually just thumb through them, and it says here deluxe series, which means they have actually much better paper quality for the comic. It's like that Baxter paper that DC was using in some of their series. So this is number 35, and then number 49. This issue is written by Mike Grell, but not drawn by him. Actually, it's drawn by give me a second. It's actually drawn by Mike Manley. In fact, Grell actually stopped drawing the book in starting, I think, with issue 44. So he just stuck with writing the book after issue 44. He just wrote it. He didn't draw it. Then he left the first comics, and the final, I think, 4 or 5 issues were written by somebody else, and then that got cancelled. A new series came out, which was written by Marv Wolfman. Then first folded. They closed their stopped operations. They were bankrupt. They ceased operations, and that meant that Macro got the rights back. So yeah. Anyway, so now I have to get the rest of the issues so I could have the full original run, of the original series, if you will, of Jon Sable. Some of the last few issues were actually drew, and before I go, I'm gonna show you. Here we go. The paper, as you can see, the paper stock, it's just better than the other issue, which used the regular newsprint, which also look at this. The art looks much better. The colors are a lot brighter. Let me see if the colors look much better. This is beautiful. This is really fantastic. Micro art. This is probably one of the big draws for me for Micro. His art. And okay, that's it for now. And next week's gonna be a huge week for me. Lots of comics are coming out, and I really don't know. Anyways, next is gonna be a lot of new comics, no back issues. Well, let's see about it, because with the prices, some of the Valiant stuff is that, I'll probably try to squeeze in an issue or two of more Valiants. If not, until a week after that. So, anyways, I'm just rambling on here. I'll see you soon, and keep smiling.